Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 98 of the New York Mets and the beginning of the final season. So we're going to make it a good one, hopefully, and get things kicked off here. Now, I've come back right at the end of spring training, so you can see how that went. You can see by the record, not great, to be honest, but there's pros and there's cons. And we'll go through that in just a second. But there is one major change from last season, and that is a change to the hitting coach. We've sacked our old hitting coach, and we've brought in a new guy, Troy Snichter here. A couple of reasons why we've done this. The first thing is that we weren't batting well in preseason, in spring training. I feel like our batting averages, our batting in general, is not as good as the players' attributes should be. Now, our old hitting coach was very much, he was someone that sort of fixed issues with batters. This guy is he's more proactive. I'm hoping he'll be more proactive. So that's why we've made a change. Basically, get a more proactive hitting coach in to, instead of sort of maybe just getting what's expected out of the players as a reactive batting coach may do. I'm hoping this guy being more proactive will actually make them get a little bit better. You can see he has been at the Houston Astros, and they've done quite well. Batting averages have been relatively consistent there, which makes me think, maybe if we can bat as a team at 265, imagine the damage we do, because we have been batting as a team at like 240. So yeah, I'm really hoping that he'll make a difference for us, but we'll wait. Time will tell on that front. But I just feel like something had to change, because I just feel like our hitting, I feel like we're a better batting team than our sort of batting stats show. Now, in terms of preseason, the pros and the cons here, we'll start with the pitching. Just check my notes here. A few of the pros, I think a pro was Anderson Espinoza, an ERA of 160, and his whip wasn't too bad either. Actually, I need to get this back to game type spring training. His whip wasn't too bad either at, where is it here, at 0.99. So he was a positive. He's got a minor injury. It's just a day or two. He's got flu, so he'll be fine. He'll be back. The other pros out of the bullpen, Noah Syndergaard appears to be back to his old self here. ERA of just over 2, but which is not great, I guess, but it's definitely better than it was last season. He's getting strikeouts again. He just seems like he's, it might be the old Noah, is what I'm hoping. And the other big pro, and he got himself into the major league lineup because of it, is Robert Kalina here. He pitched 11.1 innings, 0 earned runs, and a whip of 0.7. Which is quite sensational. If you're looking at other whips and other players that did quite well, Robert Tyler with a whip of 0.64, and Aguirre as well had his whip at under 1. So I think we've done okay there. I'm happy with that. The two major cons, Brian Eckhorn, last year's player of the season, of course, an ERA of 5.79, a whip of 164. That's not great. And Nolan Hoffman, an ERA of 8. And a whip of 1.89. They are the big cons coming out of the pitching. And I tell you what, Garcia's whip of 1.8 is not great either. But yeah, that's just kind of is what it is. You can see our lineup to start with. It's essentially the same as last year. The big changes. Kalina comes into the bullpen, sort of the middle relief, which is where we wanted to strengthen. Kalina earned himself a spot. Belcher, one of the off-season pickups, starts in the bullpen, as does Jameson. Jameson, sorry. So they're sort of the big changes in the bullpen. We have a lefty in there now as well. Another, I guess, major con was one of the new guys, the Jared Southard here, picked up an injury for 4 weeks. So herniated neck disc, which sounds but he should be back. But he's going to miss the first month of the season. Now, in terms of the hitting, and this is the lineup that we've decided to go with for the start of the season. The big pros, Griff McGear, where is he here? Again, we've got to do, come on, game, just let me go spring training. Then we've got pitching stats as well. Well done. All right, so Griff McGear batting .304 and the on-base percentage of just under 400. So he's had a stunning start to the year. Keston Hiura, if we go up here, batting .333, ERA on-base percentage of .383, which is pretty solid as well. Del Castillo, 12 RBIs for him. His batting average is rubbish, but I tell you what, he's getting the results. With 12 RBI, so that's really good. And the other RBI merchant in spring training, other than Griff McGear, with his 17 RBIs, which is just ridiculous. 7 home runs he hit as well. Long may that continue. But Ronnie Mauricio, 13 RBIs as well. Batting average, not great. On-base percentage pretty good, though. That's definitely serviceable, isn't it? So there we go. And the major cons, it's a worry that Chevron Newton's batting average is only 158. Not a great on-base percentage either, given that he is out home and away, or far and away, I should say. Not Australian sitcoms. Not sitcoms, what's it called? Soaps. He's our third baseman now, and he's really, dare I say, choking under the pressure. And the other one's Benintendi. He's come back from injury, only batting 155. And again, on-base percentage, not great. But spring training really means nothing in the grand scheme of things. So let's hope that they kick on ready for the season. Now, we are starting the season in Milwaukee to face the Brewers. Let's go and have a look at the team we're sending out opening day to get this final season underway. And here we go. These are the players we're sending out on opening day. And look at those matchups. Long may that continue. We lead off with Griff McGear playing second base. Ronnie Mauricio bats second at shortstop. Legend comes in to bat 3 in center field. Eloy Jimenez, he moves over to right field for this season. He bats in cleanup. Chevron Newton will keep faith with him. He bats 5. He's at third base. Benintendi bats 6 in left field. Jarrett Godman, makes his first start, I believe, as a Major League Baseballer. He goes at first base for this one. In for Brickhouse, of course, for last year. Del Castillo, as a left-handed batter, gets the start in catcher against the right-handed pitcher. And it's Nolan Hoffman. We're going to keep faith with him. He was good for us last year. We're going to give him opening day start. We're up against Leona Kalina on the mound for Milwaukee. Last season, he had a relatively good whip a really good whip of just over 1, ERA of 3.09. He's a good pitcher for them. Let's hope we can get the better of him today. And, of course, a couple of familiar faces in the opposition lineup. Andreas Jimenez, of course, was once of our parish. We traded him to get, of course, Yelich for that season. And Jock Pedersen, the flop that is Jock Pedersen, is still battling away there for the Brewers. So it's Griff McGear stepping into the plate for this final Mets season. We're expected to make the playoffs this year. I want to do a lot better than that. We haven't done any other trades. Bobby Nichols, we dropped down to AAA. I figured we have a lot of leaders in the clubhouse, so we could do with losing one as McGear flies out for the first out. Mauricio flies out, looks like there for the second out. Kenyon Yovin, we haven't lost anybody. Anybody that was sort of started spring training, we've just dropped them down to AAA. So there's no worries there. And it's a 2-out, 2-strike hit. Oh no, 2-ball hit, sorry. And it's a single for Legend. He gets the perfect batting season underway. And it brings up Eloy Jimenez. Who is he going to get that through? Yes, he is. Oh, it's a 2-out rally for the Mets. Legend holds at second. 2 on, 2 out. It brings up Chevron Newton, who has been a little bit of a muppet in spring training. Let's hope he finds his batting strikes now. No, he doesn't. And he strikes out and strands the 2 base runners. But Legend and Jimenez, they could be massive for us this year. So it is Nolan Hoffman now to get us underway on the mound. Of course, his ERA of 8 in spring training was a little bit problematic, but I mean, spring training, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. We'll go off sort of what happened last year, and Hoffman was quite sensational for us last year. And Tony Flores steps up to the plate. That looks like it should be easy enough for Griff. Over to Godman, the new boy, gets the out, and that is 2 away. Let's see with you, Yasiel Puig. This is a name I will always trip over, I think. And we get the strikeout to sit them down. All right. Very, very quiet innings for the Brewers there. Benintendi comes into bat now. We need a big season from him. Is it going to get down? No, I think it's just going to float, isn't it? It's a good catch in the end out there in right field. It's good to have Benintendi back from injury, though. Jarrett Godman, I believe this is his first hit in Major League Baseball. His first at bat, I should say. And he has. Is it going to get down? No, he's hit it really well, but almost too well. And it's caught out there in center field to bring up Adrian Del Castillo. If he could get on base, it would save opening up with the pitching slot next innings. He has. Oh, he's done just that. Del Castillo drives it deep to the fence. It's going to be a double, I should imagine. I don't think it will turn into a triple. No, he slides into second. A 2-out double for Del Castillo. And now with the pitching slot up to bat, it's unlikely it'll lead to anything else, but you never know what's Hoffman got. Not much, but the main thing is that it means we don't lead off with the pitching slot next inning. So that's well done by Del Castillo. It was more than a meaningless double, that one, isn't it? All right, it's Jock Pedersen. Speaking of meaningless, he strikes out as well. Good to see you've still got that Mets form on you, mate. He was rubbish for us, wasn't he? What a waste of money he was. Javier Baez now steps in. It's 2-2. Hoffman. Sits him down as well. He's not worried about spring training. He was just having a bit of a drink up, wasn't he, down there in Florida, wherever we were. It's a full count, 2 out. He strikes out the side. Hoffman is back. He's angry because he got out with a runner in scoring position, isn't he? And that is fine. Take out your anger on them. Griff McGear now, second time up. And it's another decent hit, but it's just going to float out there, and right field is going to make a relatively simple catch in the end. It brings up Ronnie Mauricio. He, of course, got out first time around as well. He flied out to right field, I think, if I remember correctly. That is a ground ball to second base, and that will be 2 away. And now it's Legend again with 2 out. 1 and 2 the count. And he strikes out. Well, not the best innings we'll have all season there, was it? But that's okay. Hoffman goes back to business against Tyreek Reed, I think you would pronounce that. Oh, and he's hit him. Unnecessary. That ruins the perfect game as well after 2 innings. Is he setting up a double play? That is down to Godman. Godman gets 1. Can he get the second? No, I don't think he can. So 1 out. Runner to second. And pitching slot up to bat. You would imagine he'll be bunting. Oh, it's a wild pitch. We're not going to play this game again, are we? 1 out runner at third, and suddenly it looks a little bit dodgy. It's a strikeout there. That's huge. With 2 out now, they really... Oh, I guess you can't bunt with a runner at third, can you? It's Andreas Jimenez. Is our old boy going to come back and haunt us? Oh, he is, you know. We go down from up. We looked so comfortable, and suddenly in the bottom of the third, we find ourselves a rundown. Jimenez does come back to hold us with the RBI, and with 2 out, can we end this now, please? There we go. We do. But we've fallen behind. Just the 1 run. It's Eloy Jimenez. Can he tie this up? It's a full count. No, he strikes out. Oh, it looks like they're getting better. We're getting worse. Another full count. This time to Chevron Newton. And Chevron Newton strikes out. At least we're making him work for it. His pitch count it's not that high overall. Is it Benintendi now with 2 out? What's he got for us? Benintendi with a decent hit, but it's floating up out there, and center field would make a relatively simple catch in the end. And that's the end of the top of the 4th. And the lights go out, and it's Hoffman to continue up against Yusei Pui, and that is a good hit out there to right field. It's, for a second then, I thought it might just float out over the fence. It's going to be at least a double. Throw comes in. It's going to be a leadoff triple. And that is problems, I'm going to say. We don't want this lead getting any worse than it already is. Jock Pedersen with a full count. Sit him down. Come on. Oh, it's going to be a hit. None out. They've already scored a run. Runner at first. And it's, yeah, problems. Double play. 1. There's 1. Over to Godman. And, oh, did we get the second? I don't know if we did. No, we didn't. McGear, he's not the best in the field, is he? So he just couldn't quite get that turned. It's only 1 away. But we do get the lead runner. They've got him to steal. Del Castillo, can he throw him down? No, he can't. There is now a runner at second with 1 out. And this innings is just threatening to get away from us a little bit. Come on, Hoffman. Get it together, man. That is another hit. Can we stop the run from scoring? Jimenez gathered in. He does. But still only 1 out. Runners at the corners, and that's it. Brian Eckhorn is coming on. Again, he didn't do great in spring training. Can we turn a double play here? We're not going to turn a double. Can Jimenez make a catch? He can, and he gets a decent... No, it's a horrible... What's that? It's a floating throw. And it's an RBI. We do go 3-0 down. Can Eckhorn finish this without any more damage? Yes, he can. But we've fallen to pieces. 3rd and 4th innings. It's Jarrett Godman looking for his first hit in Major League Baseball. He gets the walk, though. That's fine. We'll take that. Leadoff runner aboard. Can Adrian Del Castillo, who got a cracking hit, didn't he, first time up? This time, he's done similar-ish. It is going to get down. Oh, well done. 2 for 2 for Del Castillo. And it brings up Brian Eckhorn to the plate with none out. Just lay down a bunt, please, mate. He does just that. Is it a good one? Is it a good one? It is a good one. Well done, Brian Eckhorn. And it gives Griff McGear a chance to drive in some runs here. Come on, Griff. Oh, it's a nothing hit. It's a nothing hit. He was so good in spring training, and you get to the proper stuff and he's collapsed. It's 2 out. It's Ronnie Mauricio. Can he be our savior? He loads the bases, and it's going to be Legend with a chance to really live up to that name. Any sort of base hit here surely will tie the game up, and he's grounded at the shortstop. Oh, that could prove to be very, very painful as this game goes on. The pitching slot leads off. I thought they might have thought about pinch hitting there. Is we going to get there? Benintendi's there, makes a stunning catch. Well done, Benintendi. And there we go. The change of hitting coach doesn't look like it's making much difference right now, does it? We still look the same old. What frustrates me is that we don't, and I get it's baseball and sometimes, you know, pitchers just have good days. But we don't, I feel like our team should be, that's a good hit all the way out to the fence there. It's going to be a 2 out double. I just feel like we should be threatening more often with runs, but you know, that's probably just me being frustrated and not fully understanding the nuances. Oh, have we picked? No, we've thrown it away. Eckhorn. Silly errors in pitching, and it's not. It's just silly errors that should be caught out there by Jimenez, and it will get us out of the innings. So I guess in the end, the pickoff stuff up didn't really hurt us, but it just adds to the frustration, doesn't it? All right, Eloy Jimenez with a full count. What can he do? He strikes out. Oh, come on, boys, come on. That's the change of pitcher. Chevron Newton now up against the new boy. Oh, that's a disgusting referee or umpire. It's an umpire, isn't it? It does take Newton to third. It's Benintendi in at the plate. We're going to strike and steal, and Newton gets there. So 2 out, runner at second. Jarrett Goodman to the plate. He did get a walk last time out. He walks again. Do we have a new treadmill, everybody? Jarrett the Treadmill 2.0 Godman. It's Del Castillo. Now he's 2 for 2. This is the time we want him to get a hit, and he'll almost certainly not get it. Oh, he's been hit as well. Umpire, get this guy out of the game. That is disgusting. It's loaded bases. Keston Hura comes in the pinch hit. Now, he was good in spring training as well. And he strikes out for the second innings in a row. We've left the bases loaded. We can't afford to do that. Charles Jameson comes in. It's his first outing as a Met. He's up against Jock Pedersen. That is up the middle, and it's not the start, Jameson. Oh, you just get the feeling this game is drifting away from us here, don't you? All right, he's up against Javier Baez. Baez, that could be a double play. It should be a double play. Griff turns it nicely, and we do clean the bases with a double. All right, Jameson, that gets you out of trouble. Let's get Austin Wells. Let's set him back down. And he does. Nicely done. All right. A slow start, but a nice comeback from Jameson there. All right, Griff McGear, let's get something going here. We're in the 7th. We're starting to run out of time here. We need to chip away at this lead, please, boys. Griff gets the leadoff walk. They change the pitcher again. It's Mauricio up against the new guy. What can Ronnie do? Ronnie! Oh, it's gotten through. All right, it's a base hit. Is Griff going to stay at second? Yes, he is. Runners at second and... first and second. None out. Legend. Please, boys, we've been threatening to score runs for a number of innings now. And we've loaded the bases again with none out. Now, if we don't score this time, I don't know what's going to happen, but I won't be happy. Jimenez. Can he clean the bases? Can he? No. Is it going to get down? It is going to get down. It's going to score 1. Is it going to score 2? No, it is a run on the board, though. Jimenez with the RBI single. Still with none out. Still with bases loaded. Chevron Newton to the plate. Come on, Big Chev. Up the middle. Oh, it's going to get the runner at home. It stops the run, but it's still loaded bases with the 1 out. We don't want another double play. Benintendi to the plate. What can he do? Benintendi, it's deep. It should be deep enough to score the runner from third. No, it's not. He's going to get out. We had to try it at 2 out. But again, with loaded bases and none out, we've only managed to score 1 run. It's so infuriating. It's so infuriating. All right, Jameson. Let's keep this close, please. All right, well done, mate. Well done, well done. This is a nice debut outing for the Mets here. Another strikeout for Jameson. He's looking a steal. Of course, if you missed the sort of the off-season special last time out, oh, he struck out the side. We traded Morlock for this guy and the lefty as well. So obviously took a chunk of money off the wages, which then meant we could sign Jimenez back with Newton going to third base full time. Godman strikes out. It's a lefty to the plate at pitching now, which isn't ideal. Del Castillo, who is having a wonderful day so far. That's going to end the wonderful day, though. That's 2 away. We're going to go to the 9th in a game that we've loaded the bases 3 times. We're going to go to the 9th, needing runs to stay alive here. Ledger, that's a good hit, is it? No. Oh, it's a stunning catch. Robbed of a hit. And we do indeed. Yeah, it's unbelievable. All right, Robert Tyler steps into the plate now. A good outing from Jameson. Let me know what you think in the comments. But that, I mean, I know it was a good outing. That was really good from him. Tyler, that should be one. And it is. Let's go. Come on, let's finish these boys off and give ourselves a chance. If we don't win this game, it is just a massive game of missed opportunities. How many base runners have we stranded? Pui now with 2 outs. Can we finish him off? Yes, we can. All right. Pitching has actually not been too bad. The bullpen's done a really good job. If anything, it's the batting that's let us down. We have not taken our chances. Griff McGear to lead us off top of the 9th. Griff McGear, is it going to get down? No, it's another good catch. We have had no luck in the outfield, have we? We've had a couple of stunners taken against us. Mauricio, who's 1 for 3 today. He has a full count. We need base runners. And he strikes out. Oh, I cannot believe we're about to lose this game. It's Legend. What can he do? He grounds it to first base. And a game where we've had the bases loaded 3 times. We've only scored a run. So there we go. A frustrating game of missed opportunities. And it hurts even more because the Braves have only gone and won. Of course they have, haven't they? But yeah, I mean, it was just a frustrating game. We had the opportunities to win. We should have won. Let me know what you think. I think we should have won the game. And if you look at the sort of the box score thing here, we stranded 10 base runners to their 2, and that's the difference, isn't it? I mean, I think we were the better team. Hoffman, he's lived up to his 8 ERA, hasn't he? Which is that could be a problem going forward. But everybody else did quite well. Jameson, I thought, was really, really impressive. Yeah, just a really, really disappointing way to start the season there. Sorry about that, guys. I think what we'll do is we'll come back for the Atlanta game here. We'll get a few weeks into the season, see if we can, how we're going to match up against the Braves this season, because they were frustrating last year, weren't they? So that's all for next time, guys. Until then, Open Aussie Villain, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.